At just 15, she fell in love with a man society didn't approve of. But Sarojini Naidu, India's Nightingale, chose love over fear, poetry over silence, and freedom over tradition. In a time when love was bound by caste, religion, and colonial rule, one young girl broke every rule, armed only with poetry and passion. This is not just a love story, it's the story of Sarojini Naidu, a teenage prodigy, a fierce patriot, and the woman who followed her heart even when the world warned her not to. And the man she loved, Govindarajulu Naidu, a doctor, a South Indian, a stranger to her culture, but never to her soul. Sarojini was born in 1879 in Hyderabad to a Bengali Brahmin family. Her father, Agoranath Chattopadhyay, was a scientist and educator. Her mother was a poetess in Bengali. From the beginning, Sarojini wasn't ordinary. She wrote her first poem at 11. By 13, she had penned a 300-line epic poem titled The Lady of the Lake. Her brilliance was unstoppable. The Nizam of Hyderabad, recognizing her genius, sponsored her higher studies in England. But before she left for England, something unexpected happened. At just 15, Sarojini met Govindarajulu Naidu, a South Indian doctor posted in Hyderabad. He was older, not a Brahmin, and culturally different. But sparks flew. He admired her intellect. She admired his calm, mature strength. They shared books, letters, conversations, and then love. But this was late 1800s India. An intercaste marriage, a North-South union, a Bengali Brahmin girl marrying a Tamil man, unthinkable. Her family was shocked, friends were scandalized, the society whispered behind closed doors. But Sarojini, just a teenager, stood her ground. When her parents opposed the match, Sarojini didn't rebel blindly. She reasoned, wrote, and waited. And finally, seeing her conviction, her father relented. In 1898, at the age of 19, Sarojini Chattopadhyay married Dr. Govindarajulu Naidu, a love that defied boundaries, a union based on respect, equality, and shared ideals. They faced societal resistance, but together they stood strong. Govindarajulu supported Sarojini's public life, something few men did back then. She rose to become a freedom fighter, feminist, and poet laureate of India. She became the first Indian woman president of the Indian National Congress, and later the first woman to become a governor in independent India. But through all the political storms, one thing stayed constant: her husband's quiet, unshakable support. They had 5 children, including Padmaja Naidu, who would go on to become a freedom fighter herself and the governor of West Bengal. In her poetry, Sarojini never wrote of her love in loud declarations, but in the silent strength of her verses, Govindarajulu's presence was always felt. They lived through British rule, arrests, revolutions, heartbreak, and historic change, always side by side. Her home in Hyderabad, their shared space, was filled with books, debates, and children. Sarojini Naidu passed away in 1949, just 2 years after India became free. She had lived a life of meaning, courage, and yes, great love. In a world that told her to obey, she chose to feel. In a time that wanted silence, she wrote. And in a society that resisted change, she married a man she truly loved. Govindarajulu Naidu may not be as famous in the pages of history, but without him, Sarojini's fire might not have burned as brightly. This is not just a love story. It's a revolution written in ink and held by 2 hearts brave enough to beat against the world. This was the story of Sarojini and Govindarajulu Naidu, a love that changed not just their lives, but inspired generations. If you enjoyed this timeless love story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Legends of Love for more real and unforgettable romances from history.